Alrighty, boys.
It's tournament time.
It is tournament time. What's today? 25th?
21st.
21st. Man, my days are off. 21st. It is 9:05 p.m. I think we're gonna guess that.
9:09.
I was 4 minutes late. Late start.
Very late start.
An hour late start, pretty much.
How about Matt not even telling us he wasn't gonna be here?
Yeah, Matt didn't even look
Nope.
at his dang phone.
No response.
No
nothing.
response, anything, just ghosted us. But baseball is ramping up for the playoffs, college baseball to be specific.
Go Vols.
Go Vols. There's also another important playoffs, but we really don't know much about the NBA playoffs, other than Anthony Edwards is a dog.
Yeah, I don't know too much.
I know that the Celtics and the Pacers are in the East,
Mm-hmm.
and the Timberwolves and the Mavericks are in
Dallas.
the West.
Shout out Dallas.
One Dallas team might actually prove some points
They
this
made
year.
it pretty far.
They're in the Western Conference Finals.
So that's the last 4 teams, right?
Yep.
And they duke it out, and then we've got the NBA Finals.
NBA Finals. Like I said, I mean, I have not watched a single second of NBA this year.
Oh, we got a nail biter with the Pacers. and
Halftime,
Celtics.
it's 64-64.
Take At halftime.
At half, that's. I'm pulling for the Celtics, low key. But anyways,
I'm gonna go Pacers.
college baseball SEC tournament.
We got round 1.
Georgia
goes down.
get upset.
Yep.
Gets upset by LSU, 9-1.
South Carolina beats Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Florida loses to Vanderbilt.
And we got Mississippi State and Ole Miss duking it out.
Playing at the moment.
So they're playing right now.
So yeah, the Tennessee will play Vandy tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Double elimination now, so Tennessee can't go out sad.
Hopefully we
Off
don't.
rip. South Carolina will play Arkansas, and LSU will play Kentucky, and then we'll see who will play Texas A&M tomorrow.
It's an interesting. Wait, hold on. Georgia's already out, right? Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia got knocked out. Single elimination.
Alabama, Florida, and to be determined.
So LSU, if the LSU Tigers get hot, dude,
they could.
they could get hot and make a little run for the.
So what's the setup to where you can host a super regional?
It's by RPI, the RPI rankings. I think it's just really. I think it's 1 through. I think 16.
So Tennessee's got a good chance. You're saying?
Oh, we're gonna host. We're gonna host regional for sure. I think we're projected as the number 2 seed right now. I think A&M's the number 1.
Yeah.
That's not saying we don't make a run here, and get that 1 seed, but it's postseason. You never know what's gonna happen.
We both keep winning. We're bound to play each other.
Dude, that'd be
In
hey,
the semis.
the best of the best. You know, you gotta compete. But Arkansas also a good team. Which this was interesting. Yeah, obviously, like Tennessee and Kentucky shared the SEC championship.
Yeah.
But since there's the divisions, we won head to head, so we got the 1 seed, and Arkansas got the 2nd seed, and Kentucky got the 3rd seed.
Wow.
Even though we shared the SEC championship.
The West was just up for grabs.
Oh, 100%.
There wasn't a phenomenal team out there.
The only two, in my opinion, I think were Arkansas and A&M, and the West.
Yeah.
Alabama kind of sold. They started off hot, kind of sold. Mississippi State's, they're a consistent team, but then you got Ole Miss who just sneaks in at the 12th.
So who didn't make it? Missouri.
Auburn and Missouri.
Figured.
So Mizzou just.
Auburn not start hot.
I think they.
Or
Yeah, I
maybe
think they
Auburn-
started.
I thought they were on a roll.
I'm pretty
there
sure
for a little
Auburn started off the rip.
Auburn started off hot and then, just kind of.
bit. Love seeing
couldn't
the
pick it
downfall
up.
of Auburn.
But
Speaking of Auburn, Chris Davis, his son,
I saw that.
committed to Auburn.
Yeah,
He's a running back, though.
Kick 6.
Yes.
Chris Davis, Auburn's gonna win a football game. That kid,
Hey,
his kid,
His
is now,
son is now committed.
Yeah,
I think he got an offer for sure.
I think he committed.
So
He's a
did
running
he
back,
He
though.
committed.
At that time, did he have the kid when he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, actually, yeah, he did because there's a photo of them too on the sidelines.
He was only what,
He
18
was-
years ago?
Yeah. Was it that long ago?
I don't know.
Nope.
Jeez.
I remember watching that.
It's got to be because
Was it that? Oh my God, Auburn kicked 2013. Dude, that was 11, 12 years.
years ago. Because I was like, the kid's grown up now.
Yeah,
It's
that is
gotta be a long time
crazy.
ago.
Wow.
So he definitely had to have that kid in high school.
Yeah. Something like that. Dude, that felt like yesterday, honestly.
Did he
I
have
still
a-
vividly remember that.
Did he have a career in the?
No. I don't think
Big
so.
leagues?
I don't think so.
I haven't heard of him in the league.
I never heard of him until the Kick Six.
Yeah.
So.
You know what's funny about him? I don't know if y'all knew this, but he was a diehard Alabama fan growing up.
I think I heard that.
He was
That's just devastating.
there was I think it was on the the Players Lounge.
Yeah.
They've like got different schools that do it, but they were talking about it about how I think it was fact check me on that. I don't know. It could have been the Players Lounge, but they were talking about how big of a Alabama fan he was, and he said that he'd want Alabama to win even if they were playing Auburn. So,
He obviously didn't sell.
obviously, no, he didn't sell. But that's honestly that was cracking me up, dude. Hearing about that.
Yeah, I thought that was funny that his son committed to Auburn.
Yeah, dude. Good for them. Honestly,
Yeah.
love to see it. I guess he had to been raised an Auburn fan, right? Even if
I would hope so.
even if
but I
Chris
feel
Davis Sr.
I
was
feel like I heard that he would root for Alabama every time.
Yeah.
If ever they were playing.
Uh-huh.
Not
100%.
even rooting for Auburn.
No, never.
It's against me.
That would have been me, dude. I rooted for Tennessee when they played GCU. That's a little different story, but I think if I went to any other school, I probably still would have rooted for
My
Tennessee.
grandfather always told me when I was getting recruited and all that stuff, he'd go, he said, "But I root for you every day, one time a year."
But he said if they were playing Tennessee,
If they were playing
Oh,
Tennessee.
dude, that's like Billy Napier. Speaking of, that's a good transition because, real quick, his name's Jalen Rashada, right?
Yeah.
Jaden Rashada, former 5-star commit to Florida. Long story short, I mean, if you haven't heard this, then I don't know what you're doing because it's
It was
all over.
fairly new, right? Yeah, this morning is when this
Yeah,
article came
but
out.
so Jaden Rashada, gets out of his national letter of intent from Florida because the NIL wasn't working, he didn't get paid. Ends up going to Arizona State, and now he's suing Billy Napier and the Florida Boosters.
Because
The partial payment stuff, and they never.
He was guaranteed $1 million upon signing, but he never got the money. So now he's, I guess, suing them for.
$500,000. Is it partial?
I think it is
that.
5. I think it is 500. Is it 500,000? It might be a little more than that.
As long as it states that Rashada had $9.5 million NIL promise with the Canes, but Rashada decommitted in November.
He signed his national letter of intent during the December signing period. However, he enrolled Florida. Blah 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 blah. The deal fell through when the national letter of intent. So, this is what I was going to tell you about.
I don't think there's a certain amount that he's suing them for.
No, but funny
as far as I
enough,
can see.
Kirby Smart gave him the blessing because he's at Georgia now.
Yeah.
But Kirby Smart gave him the blessing actually to do go through with the lawsuit and the suing. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, Smart's like, take all their money.
I mean, honestly,
no more players.
The rivals, dude. It's the rivalry's even deeper now for Georgia and Florida. But I guess that really wasn't the transition that I wanted to for Billy Napier. But there's a lot of rumblings on the old former Bird app X, that Billy Napier's end might come sooner rather than later now, especially if this lawsuit actually happens. If he actually sues Billy Napier.
Something else in the air?
No. Other than he's on the hot seat for back-to-back losing seasons since the 70s, But this might be Florida's out of getting him out of there. So, that would be an interesting situation.
He's a good recruiting coach.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a good coach in general.
No. He just got Cormani McLean?
Yeah, and that Lagway guy.
Yeah.
Lagway's not going to play this year, but
Yeah, he's definitely a good recruiter.
but he's not a good football coach.
He's a good salesman.
He's
He's good
definitely-
at convincing
He's a
people.
good guy, and people like him. I don't like him,
I
but
mean-
the kids who are getting $1 million to go play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
they
like
love
it.
that shit.
Might we say the Butch Jones of Florida when it came to recruiting.
Oh, I can second that.
I don't mind that comparison.
But, yeah, that's on the table for Florida. It's going to be next coming because this is like Jack said, this is very new. This just happened this morning, but and the whole landscape of NIL is different now, especially with the whole Tennessee Volunteer lawsuit.
Yeah.
I don't think they can get punished for by the NCAA because of this. However,
I thought I heard something about.
Mac.
oh, Marvin Harrison, right? With
Yeah,
Fanatic?
with the Fanatic. There's something he signed 4 years ago that they were allowed to sell his jersey or whatever, and he signed a 4-year deal, so it came into his rookie year in one more year after his his college years. So he had 2 years in the NFL that he can't have a licensed jersey to sell.
Huh.
That's why there's no jerseys of Marvin Harrison unless I guess they
fabricate
one.
Yeah. Whoa.
So what is it with the Brett Favre though?
That must
that's a whole different story.
I thought there was something.
Brett Favre was using I thought this was a little while ago, but he was using like Southern Miss booster money, very rough because I could be off. But he was like, all this booster money I was supposed to go to Southern Miss. He was using for himself.
It looks like Fanatics vs. Marvin Harrison lawsuit explained why sports merchandise company filed a suit against Cardinals rookie. So they filed it against him.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying he's trying to go out of contract.
Yeah, because of a contract he signed with the company in 2023. The sports merchandise memorabilia giants alleges that Harrison has not held up his end of the bargain and has publicly asserted that a deal between himself and the company doesn't exist. Interesting. Is that why? Well, there's a couple because he wasn't a part of the rookie thing either. But I think that might have been the Players Association, the NFLPA. But I wonder if that's part of the reason why he's not a part of the NFLPA yet. But
So they're trying to sue him for the money that they have not made, I guess.
So how's that on him?
He's not fulfilling his side of the deal. I don't know what that means or what he's not doing, but that's what it says.
Let's see. Fanatics. He signed a multi-year licensing agreement, and the company signed Harrison to non-exclusive. Okay, so it ended before the 2024 NFL
So it says
draft.
Fanatics claims that Harrison has refused to fulfill his obligations related to that deal despite receiving payment. So he's paying but not doing what he needs to do.
So, like I said, this is all...
I don't know what he's not doing, but...
The Fanatics is naming the official Harrison Collection LLC in the suit, which claims to be the only website to purchase signed Harrison memorabilia. Also detailed, Marvin Harrison has already begun negotiating competing agreements with other collectible... Okay, so here we go. This is where it's all getting...
So it's signed memorabilia.
Yeah. And he's already... So there's the hiccup right there.
I think the first thing he was signing his dad as his agent. Is that what that says? He was representing negotiations with
By his dad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess
it's
they're not
only
telling
for
us
jerseys
what
he's signed, correct?
Yeah, I get signed
And
memorabilia, I
cards.
guess, yeah.
Or anything
cards,
he signed.
socks, undergarment.
And then,
Don't know.
So his dad's basically in charge of it.
It seems like that, yeah. Bonding terms, yeah. Okay. Harrison projected to make $35.5 million as part of the 4-year rookie contract with Cardinals. That said, he hasn't signed. There you go. The Players Association official license agreement yet, which has prevented his jersey from being sold. Boom.
There it is. There's our answer. But we don't know what he's not doing. They won't tell us what he's not doing.
So part of Harrison's reasoning for avoiding that agreement, Fanatics is not allowed to sell his jersey without the agreement in place. Harrison is holding out from signing that in hopes that it will help him redo the deal with Fanatics. So there we go. There is the icing on the cake.
So he's holding out.
So he's holding out, hoping that they can renegotiate, and the Fanatics said, "Screw that, we're suing you." Long story short, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yep.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So don't have your dad as your agent.
Long story short.
So he's agent, lawyer, and dad. He's got 3 jobs.
Yeah, dad's a full-time job.
I can see my dad right now as my agent. Sam, what the hell are you doing?
Your dad, my dad would run away if he saw a lawsuit coming for billions of dollars. Like, nah, you can handle this one on your own.
Hey, you on your own, son.
Yeah, my son did that. Nah, you're gone, buddy.
But I got asked this question on Instagram. Talking about, side note, NCAA. Trailers
No mascot mode.
No mascot mode.
No,
But it looks really good.
Looks good. No mascot mode.
Whose bright
No
idea
game
was
day. No college game day on there.
That sucks.
No ESPN rights, so I don't know what the ticker's
There's
going to
no-
look like.
college game day on there?
No, they're gonna do some fake like pre-game talk show with Kirk and a couple other guys. But game day, because they don't have the licensing from ESPN, no game day.
I would have killed to see Pat McAfee on the game.
Also, we got to figure something out because there's no cross-platform online dynasty.
Everyone has PS5s though, right?
Apparently, Cade does, and Cade's got an Xbox.
He's also an Alabama fan, so
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good
just
point.
get him under the rug.
But got to ask this question, and I'm actually, what do y'all think about this? Do you think Travis Hunter should have been on the cover? Yes or no?
Yes.
I say yes.
He's
Person.
a generational athlete.
Yeah.
I think he's. I think he should be on there because it's mostly hype. Like
Yeah.
people are talking him up. I mean, it's not that because they're.
He's
that
definitely the
great.
best player on the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yeah.
I think if he was still at Jackson State, which obviously this is all what ifs, he wouldn't have been on it.
No, absolutely not.
But I think it was more just interesting their picks of the other two, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't really agree with the Dylan Edwards.
Dylan Edwards,
Or is
don't.
it Donovan? It's
It's
is it Donovan or is it Dylan?
I think it would be different if Deion Sanders wasn't the head coach.
yeah. Oh, definitely. I think
I
it's
think it's cool that Quinn Ewers is up there, or whatever how you pronounce
yeah,
it.
Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, it's
It's Donovan Edwards. Granted, he was not last year, the year before. He was their number one stud.
Yeah.
It's going to be their number one this year.
I like the Quinn Ewers.
I think there's a lot of other... Yeah, Quinn is a... I'm 50-50 with Quinn. I think there's a lot of other guys.
Like the edit to where they put Nico. They just threw a
They
picture
threw
of Nico
Nico there?
right in front of Travis Hunter.
I'm going to print that out and put that on my cover. But
Well, I like the Quinn Ewers and Travis Hunter.
Wait,
I
when
don't
he-
necessarily agree with.
I
the
think there's
Donovan Edwards
1,000 other people you could have put on Donovan. But I
You
guess
could have thrown Judkins on there. and
Michigan
Ohio State.
just won the Natty, so maybe that's why they did.
That's probably why.
Maybe that's why they
We
did.
all need to have like where you can record on there, and then like all of our clips, and then set up like a little camera,
I'd be down, dude. Honestly, I'd be down when that comes out. Do some games.
or like have a big old LAN party.
A LAN party? Can we do that here?
Yeah, yeah, we can do it.
You gonna shut the house down? Is the internet good now?
Yeah, we can do it.
What?
It'd be different. When we're playing Call of Duty. It's not that it can take that much.
That's not
work.
But
I like the other two. I don't necessarily agree with Donovan. He didn't really do anything last year. And
But-
the people who won the national championship, most of them are not
on the team anymore.
the superstars. At
The
least
people who won it last year, Blake Crom or whatever.
Corum, yeah, Blake Corum's gone. Roman Wilson's gone. J.J. McCarthy's gone.
Yeah.
I guess in a way he's the next big thing, next big star for Michigan. But I think it was the idea of they just won the national championship, throw Michigan on there. But like I said, I think there was a lot other people you could have put on there. Personally, I like the Judkins.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. I think he's probably gonna be one of the best running backs.
I forgot about Jalen Milroe. You can definitely put him right
Jalen
there.
Milroe, Carson Beck's another good
Oh
one.
my gosh, what am I doing?
But this was
That's not the right one. I thought Travis Hunter was in front.
yeah. Look up. There we go. That's
That
the one. That's the one right there.
Oh, I mean,
It's cool. It's a cool.
I think it
it's
looks
a cool
really
cover.
good.
It's a cool cover. I'll say it.
but I think Travis Hunter definitely deserves to be on the cover after what
It's
he
like
did last
you
year.
seen that meme where it's like the soldiers and then there's the random clown in there.
Yeah.
That's like that with Donovan Edwards. He's just like.
I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's on
Like
the
I said,
cover
I
here.
don't think he was worthy of.
That's exactly what it shouldn't have been. Shadur Sanders by himself up there. I would like a cool coaches edition where they got Deion,
Dude, Saban. Oh, that
maybe
would've been
DeBoer since he's at Alabama now. But
That would have been sweet. A Saban edition, I would have bought that. You're hearing that from a Tennessee fan. I would have bought a Saban
He
edition.
kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle.
you could throw him on there.
Yeah.
The Micah Parsons Jr.
I say that, but that was it.
They both went to Penn State. That's
Yeah.
the only comparison we got.
I'm
I'm excited. It says
Jalen Daniels, possible future
Yeah.
Heisman running guy. I think he's good. Dude, Kansas got this running back coming up too.
Deuce Vaughn.
Not Deuce Vaughn, not Kansas State. He ran for like 1,000 yards last year. He's a stud, but yeah, it's like I said. I guess I can't hate on it. You know, Donovan Edwards is a baller.
Yeah,
Can't hate on it.
He can definitely play.
Is it already open for pre-order?
Yeah.
Have y'all pre-ordered it?
I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet. I gotta get on that.
There's no rush. They're not going to sell out.
No.
It's gonna be
me
hard.
and Knox were talking about it that we could try to find a disc version.
I want to get the disc. If they got a disc version, I want to get the disc version.
Because you know how much the NCAA 14 is probably selling for?
Like $80.
Dude, I
if
have
not more.
it, but the thing is, it's so scratched up that I don't think it'll play.
I'm the same way. I got 2 of those Johns, and I can't play either.
Would you start eating dinner off of it or something?
No, I basically, my whole life I stayed at my grandparents' house because my parents worked, and my nana put it in like one of the dresser drawers with like just this, like.
You get over there and beat grandma up.
No, because the Xbox 360, she just took it up and she took my Xbox 360, took the game out, and then just took the disc in the drawer.
Freaking
And I found it, and that baby looks like someone's been chewing on it.
Yeah, that happened with we were on the road trips, and if you got the TV, I found this out. But if you got a TV in like the Yukon, you can plug your PlayStation into the Yukon to play, right?
Really?
Pretty cool. And
Wow.
yeah, we hit like some type of bump or something, and my Xbox moved and disc got scratched because the Xbox moved.
Hey,
Very
but
depressing.
if we ever go on a road trip and like sit down, we can play in my Tahoe.
Boom, that one, Peyton Manning. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I'm down.
The Tahoe has
That North Dakota trip.
We can't clap at that because that's Tyler Bray up there too.
Hey,
That's Tyler Bray.
nothing wrong with that.
That's horrible. That guy was horrible. He's not worse than Nathan Peterman though. That name traumatizes me.
Hey, funny story. All right,
Honestly, that wouldn't have been too bad either.
That's a tough.
Combine all of the
That's
best
tough.
ones.
That's tough.
What was that guy from Michigan that was on 14?
I always forget his name, dude.
Something Robinson.
I always forget his name.
My dad. It's a funny story for y'all. We're at Dad was telling me about how he got a little under the weather at a football game one time.
Denario.
Yep.
Denard
Robinson.
Robinson. Yeah.
And Nathan Peterman walked by, and Dad told him he wasn't worth it. And he actually turned around and was like making eye contact with my dad. And Dad's like, "Yeah, you ain't worth."
Dang.
And then
Dang.
Dad looks down. He's standing on like a 6-inch curb. Dad's like sitting on the curb and they're making eye contact.
That's hilarious. That just actually made me think of a story here. Considering SEC tournaments going on, I tweeted about this. I got a story about. I think it's kind of funny, but there's this video about Jack Leiter, that Vandy pitcher Jack Leiter, and him playing against Tennessee in the atmosphere. I've got a funny story about not him specifically, but just an experience, and it was 2021. Me and Chad and his family went down for the SC tournament, one that's going on right now in Hoover. And I'm gonna say this real quick. That week is so fun. If the game times
How
weren't,
far is that drive?
it's like 2.5, 3 hours. It's not. It's like right outside of Birmingham. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, it's not that bad.
Honestly, dude, I would like if
I've been
y'all
farther
aren't
for
doing
worse,
anything Sunday, depending on what 2 p.m. If y'all aren't doing anything Sunday, I'd like to go down.
Playing golf Sunday.
I'm in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, you're slow for that. But well, I might just.
I get off at 2 Saturday. What's Saturday?
Saturday is
It could be Tennessee.
noon or TBT. We can figure that out. We'll figure that out.
There'll be 2 games.
Yeah.
There'll be a noon and then say 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
If you leave, what's the time difference there?
Central, it's only an hour.
Hour behind or hour ahead?
We're an hour behind. Does this guy know time zones? What is this? We're going backward. What are you?
We are the farthest ahead time zone.
Not bad.
But
Yeah, we are living in the most future compared to everybody
Yeah.
else.
We're in the future.
for at least in the country.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so long story short, we're in Hoover. Just watch Ole Miss win. All the Rebels fans are just rowdy and drunk and everything. And, it was. I'll get to it, but we get back to the hotel and there's this drunk Ole Miss fan that's getting in the. He's getting in the elevator with us. I'm trying to paraphrase this without cussing. But he's like, "Well, might as well pack up and go home, boys." And he's like, "Got to face gosh darn Jack Leiter tomorrow." He's just hammered drunk. He didn't expect to win, and this was what I think was cool. And if you're a Vandy fan, I'm sorry that you have to hear this, but everybody hates Vandy, obviously. So in that stadium, And, like, LSU fans were still there, even though they got knocked out. Ole Miss fans, Tennessee, Mississippi State, blah, blah, blah. Everybody in that dang stadium was rooting for Ole Miss. And Ole Miss wins. And I was just... I wish I would have seen that guy after that game, knowing that they just rocked Jack Leiter and knocked him out.
Was that the year they had Leiter and Rocker?
Yeah. It was that, yeah.
Dude,
Oh my God.
they're up there carving.
Carving. And that was a fun... Dude, I got a video of it. And, like, the Vanny Whistler, his dumb self, you know, he's just out there. He got shut up real quick. It was a good time. But, yeah, that's my story about that. I was dying laughing, trying not to embarrass this drunk guy. But, yeah.
You should have found him.
I wish, dude. He was in my hotel. I don't know. I didn't really try hard enough. But, yeah. But long story short, Hoover's a fun time. Omaha's a fun time. 2 fun weekends of baseball. If you get the chance, do it. Maybe we can make some stuff shake Saturday.
We might be able to.
Possibly.
Knowing us, we'll go. Tennessee won't be there.
It happens.
But there's a good chance. Maybe we can make something work.
We'll make something work. It'd be like
Because if we leave here at 2:30, it's 1:30 there,
Mhm.
2 hours, 3:30. Hopefully games at 3:30.
I'm assuming it's like 30 or 45 minutes after the noon game.
But the noon
Yeah.
game will take 2.5 hours. 2
Yeah,
hours.
is
But
that
the thing is, with
all
the,
times Eastern?
the game might take 4 hours. The game
It might be
take
it
an
might
hour
be a
and a
quick hour and a half game. You never know.
Maybe they go into the 17th inning and we make it on time. to the
Oh, that'd be
next game.
sweet.
But there's a good, hour break in between the games?
Yeah, that's
But
good. Yeah,
Even if y'all show up and the game's already started on, so you get to see a little bit of the game, you get to see the environment.
it's fun. It's fun. Like I said, I know LSU fans. I think they got knocked out the first round that year. They stayed. I couldn't tell you how many LSU fans were there for the whole week, and we got
just hoping that something miracle.
Well, no, we got to talking to some LSU fans, and they say, like, you know, this is their... I hate to say this is their vacation, but that's what they said. This is their vacation. They'll take a week out just to, come up here and watch baseball.
Yeah.
And it's reasonable. That's a good vacation for me.
Yeah, I would if I had more PTO, I'd watch a week of baseball.
I would, dude. I would. But, on the topic of baseball, I don't know, did y'all see Big Ten, their tournament?
Mm-mm.
It's like flooded. There's a photo and their dugouts were just like head high with water.
Jesus. Where is it at?
I don't know. Beats. I think. Funny enough, dude. I think it's actually in Omaha.
Great.
I think it's actually in Omaha. I could be wrong.
Let's click on that. See what happens. Any day now, brother.
Yeah, tournament in
Brother.
Omaha. Yeah, the tournament's actually in Omaha. Funny enough.
When does is it a week after or 2 weeks after?
When the regionals happen.
Yeah.
Or- I think it's next week. It'll be like next weekend. So I think Sunday's the last day, and then selection. The selection. That'd be interesting playing at Omaha for your tournament. You know, and
It's the same field and everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles Schwab.
Mhm.
Schwab.
Yeah. Who's the number 1 seed? Illinois.
Illinois.
Nebraska's number 2.
Shout out Iowa.
Not a lot of offense to say that.
They're defensive in baseball too.
Pitching, their freaking pitching is lights out, but their offense ain't exist. I'm
I
kidding.
guess that's the whole school.
They're
Not in women's
gonna
basketball.
they're gonna have
though.
some punters out there, yeah.
Not in women's basketball.
But
That's all I've got today.
yeah, I think that's all we got. It was a little ramble fest, but
I bet someone comments on this video before Matt responds in the group chat.
100%, 100%.
If you comment in the comment section before Matt,
If someone watches this whole thing and comments in the comment section, you get a free hat.
and a free koozie, and I'll print you a shirt.
What do you
But
say?
don't spoil it. If somebody actually watches the whole
If you
thing.
watch
If
the
you
whole-
watch
if you
this
watch the
video
whole
and you
thing,
see this.
if you watch the whole thing, comment. What should you comment?
Comment Puffles.
Puffles. Comment Puffles if you watch the whole
Puffles.
thing.
Wow.
I guess we'll find out who's watching the
I'm
whole
excited.
All right, that's it for today.
All right. Will Campbell.
Chase Roberts.
Jackson Stone.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Slide them
Appreciate it.
DMs.